First at 10, an uncertain future for local public broadcasting. Good evening, I'm Aaron Leedy. Ann is off tonight. Congress approving last week the cancellation of $1.1 billion in funding for the Corporation for Public Broadcasting, affecting more than 1,500 public television and radio stations, including NPR and PBS platforms. Fox 56's Sam Durante is live tonight with new reaction to the cuts. Sam.
Aaron, today I spoke with Carla McCabe. She's the president and CEO of WVIA. She tells me these cuts are going to affect everything in the public broadcast system, from national to local levels like WVIA. For over 50 years, WVIA has provided education and information to the homes of Northeastern Pennsylvanians. But recent federal funding cuts have left President and CEO Carla McCabe with more questions than answers.
70% of the funding that they provide goes directly to local stations. So I think there was a lack of understanding that it's not that it goes directly to PBS and NPR. The local stations like ours are the ones that are going to be hit hardest.
McCabe says their budget has only been cut by 20%, but that's a total of $1.2 million, although other stations weren't so lucky.
In Erie, Pennsylvania, 40% of their budget is federally funded. And then we have stations in like Kentucky where 60% is reliant upon federal funds. So it's really going to change things for the entire system.
WVIA has begun to scale back on expenses, attempting to avoid staff layoffs until the very last resort.
Travel expenses and conferences and things like that may have been more of a, it would have been good for professional development and has been in the past, but we just have to make some sacrifices now. We do outsource certain programming and use third parties to purchase programming. We're going to have a hard look at some of that, so the audience may see changes in that regard and hear changes and notice some differences in the actual programming.
Viewers and listeners of the station have continued to support WVIA by sending donations and contacting local lawmakers.
I do believe that in this community in particular, a lot of individuals have grown up with, whether it is, Sesame Street or Daniel Tiger or whatever it might be. They know us as that national entity, but they also know about our local stories. So the more they see that we want to continue to strengthen the community by telling those stories, hopefully they'll be on board with supporting that financially as well.
WVIA will continue to provide education, broadcast, information, and news for the foreseeable future, while the board of directors works on figuring out what comes next. Reporting live in the station, I'm Sam Durante with Fox 56 News, First at 10.